He starts off with a horse and a ship. Verse 3. Behold, we put bits in a horse's mouth, and they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Amen. He says, notice how a horse has a bit in his mouth, and it's a small bit, and it can control the direction of the horse. Now, typically, a grown horse weighs 1,500 pounds. A 1,500-pound beast can be controlled by a small bit in his mouth. Now the horse is a lot stronger than a bit. It's a lot bigger than a bit. But the bit is so influential over the 1,500-pound beast that it can override the strength and control its direction. Verse 4, he goes on, to a ship, this multi-ton ship has a small rudder. Not only it has a small rudder, but it has winds that can blow against it. Driven by winds, he says, but in spite on how big the ship is or how strong the wind is blowing against the ship, the small rudder can direct the ship in a whole direction where the pilot chooses it to go. He's making a powerful statement here. In these two verses, the power of the tongue is the power of the tongue to direct your life in spite of adversity coming against your life. Amen. The power of the tongue to direct your life in spite of the adversity against your life. The bit is a lot smaller than a horse. The rudder is a lot smaller than a ship. Even though they are a lot smaller, they have awesome influence on the way things go. What God says is that small thing in our mouth called the tongue has a powerful ability to direct your life even when you have contrary things going against you. He says the tongue, the speech, is so powerful in the economy of God that when understood and used right, even though the weight of the world is against you, 1,500 pounds, even though the wind is coming at you, and the little rudder, this little bit, this thing called the tongue, that is the speech, when it's understood in the economy of God, can direct things in spite of what is coming against it. So if you and I ever learn to use the power in our mouths represented by the tongue, you will understand the ability to shift things, to manipulate things, to direct things based on your speech for God. Amen. In other words, if you get the tongue straight, and a lot of other stuff will get in order. It will get right.